Hello. So let me help you out with this review. Okay, so first part of this unit test, mid-unit test, actually, it's about complex numbers. So each time you would have a given, so here I'm giving you two complex numbers, -2 plus 5i for z1 and z2 for minus 2i. How do I know that it is a complex number? Because I said that here, z1 and z2 belongs to C, the set of complex numbers. All right. So A, z1 plus z2 equals, I'm going to add the real parts. -2 plus 4 is 2. Then I'm going to add the imaginary part. 5i minus 2i is 3i, positive. B, I'm going to subtract them. So I would have -2 minus 4 for the real part, 5i minus -2i for the imaginary part. And you can actually skip that first step and give me directly the result. In that case, -6, 5 minus 5i minus -2 is 5 plus 2, which is 7i. C, I'm going to multiply them. So I'll have -2 plus 5i times 4 minus 2i. It's just about distributing. -2 times 4 is -8 times -2i is positive 4i squared, 4i. Then I'm going to multiply 5i times 4 is positive 20i times -2i is -10 I squared. So see, first I handle the complex I as if it were a regular variable. Now I'm going to combine to simplify those two terms here. And 4 plus 20 is 24. So I'll have positive 24i. And I squared, that's the one thing you need to remember, is -1. And -1 times -10 is positive 10. And finally, 10 minus 8 is 2. And that would be my final answer for this one. And finally, D, I'm going to divide them. And because you are asked to simplify, right? You simplify all results. This is what you're being asked to do. So I have -2 plus 5i divided by 4 minus 2i. And the one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to lengthen the fraction bar. And here I'm going to multiply by what is called the conjugate. So here I've got 4 minus 2i. Here I'm going to multiply that by 4 plus 2i. Why am I doing this? To get the pattern a minus b times a plus b, which gives me the difference of two squares. 4 squared minus 2i squared. That's the basic, one of the basic algebraic identities that you are supposed to know. So I will have, at the end, 16 minus 2 square is 4, I square is I square. And having in mind that I square is -1, -1 times 4 is -4, minus -4 is +4, 16 plus 4 is 20. Now, whatever I do on bottom, I do on top. So I'm going to multiply by the same factor, and I'm going to distribute and simplify. I'll have -2 times 4 is -8 times 2i is -4i. Same thing with the 5i, times 4 is 20i, times 2i is positive 10i squared. Now, -4i plus 20i is 16i. Now, I squared is -1 times 10 is -10, minus 8 is -18. And finally, you need to, of course, simplify this fraction, because everything can be divided by 2, and I would have -9 plus 8i divided by 10.